Hello guys, how are you? How are you doing? Welcome to my YouTube channel. This week's video is different. I want to share with you what I've learned so far since I started my journey, healing journey, my weight loss journey, my business. Yes, so I want to share with you 5 things and 5 important lessons I've learned from those 2 years I've been working on myself. I started my business, I started therapy, I started my healing journey and all that. Lesson number one. First of all, I was a people pleaser. I used to struggle to say no to people and not to fall. I was a people pleaser. I used to suffer for people. I used to be there for people and not be so kind with myself. And that is one thing I've rectified since I started my journey. So right now I take care of myself more and I protect my energy more. I don't give what I don't have. So if it's love, I decided to love myself more so that when love comes my way, I will have something in my cup which I can offer. Because I used to give, and takers do not have limits. They just take. They take completely. So right now, I say no to things. I say no most of the time. Number 2, setting healthy boundaries. I was struggling to say no because I did not have boundaries. I thought having boundaries is like being selfish. You know, something which is not so good to think of. But right now I've learned that when you set healthy boundaries, you protect your energy and people treat you the way you show them how you're supposed to be treated. So if you do not have boundaries, people will take advantage of that. And that's why most of the time you attract manipulators, abusers, narcissists. People just want to gaslight you because you do not have boundaries and you can't even say no. So right now I have learned how to set healthy boundaries and I don't feel guilty anymore about that. Number 3. Since I started my business, I have realized that family, friends, and relatives, those people are not your clients and they will never support your business. What I learned is never take that personal. It's just business. Yeah, there's a way your family members see you. Like, there's even that name they give you as a family. So when you're coming to them as a CEO or a business owner, they're like, oh, since when did you qualify? Since when did you understand? So don't take that personal. It's part of the journey and strangers will make you a millionaire. Strangers will see things you've never thought you have. So just believe in yourself, have confidence, and you will have clients. Yeah. Lesson number 3. You can do anything. Anything in this world as long as you believe in yourself, you are confident enough. No matter how difficult it may seem as you start, I'm telling you, you can achieve anything in this world. Before I started this business, I was so afraid. I didn't know what health coaching is. But in my mind, I had this idea of helping people, touching people's lives, like making impact in people's lives. But I didn't know how I can do it. I didn't know how I can do that. But I started scared. I didn't know what I was doing. I just started. I knew I just want to help people lose weight. I knew I just want to help people live healthy lives. I knew, I started so scared. I started not knowing what to do. I started guessing. I worked on it. I researched. Apparently, all the information I had all the information, but that information to convert it into a business, that is where the challenge is. I'm still learning, but I'm at a better position now than where I started. So it's almost a year and some few months since I started my business, and I'm telling you things I've learned about starting a business. Just do it. Just do it. Don't worry of being perfect or making mistakes. Make those mistakes. Those mistakes now, they're the things which are leading you to where you are going. Right? Yeah. And lesson number 5, please go to therapy. Go to therapy. It doesn't matter whether you were raised in a healthy family or not. It's not just about the family, because you might be raised in a healthy family background, but you find that there are some incidences which happened as you were growing up. Like you were bullied, you were broken, you lost someone you loved, and you never dealt with that emotionally. So therapy is going to help you pinpoint some of those things happened in your life and you never dealt with them. Like myself, I've never dealt with my mother's death. And you know how many years it is now? It is, my mom died in 2005. So how many years are those by the way, guys? Those are 17 years? Yeah, imagine those are 17 good years, and I've never dealt with that. Every time I start talking about my mom, even at this time, I shed tears. Why? Because it's one thing I've never dealt with, and therapy has been helping me to deal with that. So it's not just about family, it's not just about heartbreak. There are a lot of things which could be happening in your life, and you are not aware that they affected you or they went deep. So just go to therapy. You don't need a problem. You don't need to be psycho for you to go for therapy. No, we go for therapy to better our lives and to deal with ourselves inwardly and in a healthy way. All right? Yes. And parting shot, it gets lonely when you start working on yourself. It really gets lonely because you start seeing life in a different perspective. You start seeing things in a different perspective. And when you start having those intimate relationships with yourselves, even the people you attract are different. You know, when you've not worked on yourself, you normally attract broken people who have not worked on themselves as well, right? But when you work on yourself, you start attracting healthy relationships, healthy friendships, and that could be scary because you're not used to that. You're used to drama, you're used to toxicity, and you had those survival tactics you had, the shock absorbers you had put for you when you are going through whatever it is that you are going through, which was toxic. So after you've healed, you need to take off survival modes and now be vulnerable, be open to the healthy relationships, healthy friendships. And even the people you attract, they change. So it's really a very nice and an interesting journey. You really need, if you've not worked on yourself, you really need to take that initiative and have intimate conversations with yourself, spend time with yourselves, compliment yourself, look yourself at the mirror and say those things you'd love someone to tell you. Tell them to yourselves. So thank you so much for watching my videos. Subscribe to my channel, share widely, and please work on yourself. It's the best project ever.